Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell. You'll get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And when I'm not asking Bruce, hey, how big was Batista's? Well, you know. One of the things I like to do is help people save money. And if you're watching this video right now and you're in a 30-year loan, man, you're overpaying your single biggest bill and you may not even realize it. I want you to do a little experiment for me. Take your calculator out, multiply your monthly house payment by 360 payments. That's how many payments there are in a 30-year loan. That big scary number, that's your total of payments. You're looking at that number? You know you can do better. Keep more of your own money right now and go to savewithconrad.com. Or maybe you've got credit card debt. Man, it's not a matter of if I can save you money with that. Your average interest rate on a credit card is more than 20%. And by the way, all the interest you pay on those credit cards, it's not tax deductible. Whereas the mortgage interest, well, that is tax deductible. So if you owe this debt, it's up to you how to pay it back. Doesn't it make sense to get the cheapest rate possible and the greatest tax deduction possible? Find out how much money you can save right now for free at savewithconrad.com. You don't need perfect credit. Even scores in the 500s can be approved, and it's no cost out of pocket. But maybe best of all, we're licensed in more than 40 states. We can help more families than ever before. But how much can we save you? Find out right now for free with a quick quote from savewithconrad.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Welcome to WHW Monday. Tony Schiavone and Conrad Thompson.
Jim Crockett First Arcade, 605 NWA. TV title, Cajun Omni, the Bunkhouse Stampede. Flair and Horseman, Garvin, Bogey, Magnum, Dusty, Express Tag Team. Turner, Bodden, Mid-South Joint World Championship Wrestling.
Talking about the great years of World Championship Wrestling, the NWA, and Jim Crockett Promotions.
Tony and Friends North, they win. Look, Schiavone's back again. World title split off, center stage, Bischoff. Disney, Hogan, and Nitro. New World Order and The Crow. Thunder, Russo, Arquette Champ, Vinnie Mac, simulcast. Tony's back with Conrad, not your classy podcast. Watch along, try not to laugh. Lowest rules can't pass. This wasn't the initial plan. Thompson's a good-looking man. Klondike Bill, make a chant. Tommy, you come over here.
What happened when? WHW Monday. And now, let's go to the ring. And here's your co-host. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood and national treasure, Noah Anthony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone, what's going on, man? How are you?
Well, I think I'm battling the coronavirus. Other than that, I'm doing great.
I'll be honest. The way you've fought through the dog hair for decades at your house, I don't think this coronavirus is much of a match for you.
No, it's not, but I just thought I would try to be topical. You know, it's the damnedest thing I've ever been a part of in my life. All this bullshit.
Boo. Do you think they're going to cancel WrestleMania?
Is that what they're talking about?
Yeah. A lot of fans are concerned that they're going to cancel WrestleMania.
Oh, Jesus criminy.
Not that WWE would, but that the government would step in and say, that's enough.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You do realize what it's all about, don't you?
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah, but it's about lawyers. And I'm going to tip a cap to our buddy, Mike Dawkins, but they're not afraid that you're going to get sick. They don't care if you get sick.
Who?
They care if you get sick and then you blame them and sue them. That's what they care about. They don't care about your well-being. They care about their pocketbook. Don't you get it? There you go. Okay, so what are we doing today?
We're doing Living Dangerously 2000 from March 12th. It's an ECW pay-per-view. And on the network, it's only 2 hours and 6 minutes. This will be one of the shorter pay-per-views that you and I have ever covered. So fire up your WWE network, click on In Ring, then ECW pay-per-views, then 2000, March 12th, 2000. That's what we're going to be doing here. I've got the Wrestling Observer pulled up to tell you the ratings, and you've got the WWE network pulled up on your side. All that's missing now is old wonky-eyed Lois. Is she Is she around? Is she capable of getting up the stairs? Can we get her upright weekend at Bernie style long enough to have her give us a countdown? You've had that thing in mothballs for a while. And I guess because Britt Baker was paying some attention to you on TV and Orange Cassidy
absolutely
put those sunglasses on you. Maybe Lois decided she needed to do something special. She went to Manscaped, made sure she ran a ceramic blade over her Wookie bush, and she was ready for you. And now you guys are back, doing the old horizontal polka. What does Lois call it? What does she say? Nookie? She say afternoon delight? Does she
Wolfie, getting Wolfie.
Wolfie?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Wolfie?
I have no idea.
But that's her phrase, Wolfie?
Yeah. Getting Wolfie.
Is that in Urban Dictionary, do you think?
I don't know if it is or not. Hey, I know you've watched Hunters on Amazon Prime.
I watched some of it. I didn't finish it yet.
Okay. Did you see the line, the Harry Manilow?
No. I like that though.
Yeah, I do too. That girl's got a big Harry Manilow.
Well, on that note,
when they said that, I fell on my chair. Okay.
Before we get too far off the rails, why don't we start the fucking pay-per-view? How's that?
Let's go, baby. Let's bring her in. We've talked enough about Blue Chew and Harry Manilow's. Here's Lois Schiavone.
Oh, so you guys are talking dirty now, huh? Ought to wash your mouths out with soap. You need to go to your rooms too. 3, 2, 1, play.
And here we see Dr. James Mitchell. I'm going to play the audio here.
7 deadly sins. At the top of the list, we have greed and the insane luchador Super Crazy, a man so selfish he dared to defy the network in his quest for the world television title. Next, we have vanity, which brings to mind the Impact Players' executive Jezebel, Dawn Marie. But if ever vanity were justified. Number 3 is gluttony. Let's just say Big Sally Graziano gives new meaning to the phrase devouring the competition. Number 4 is sloth. And that poor lost soul, Raven, who's taking this whole slacker business just a tad too seriously. Hey, Scotty, it's a gimmick. Next, we have wrath. Been there, done that. Please, let's move on. Envy. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is so jealous of the old school hero Steve Corino's youthfulness that it makes me want to vomit. And finally, we come to my favorite sin of all, lust. Francine wants my Raven in the worst kind of way. After all, he's no dreamer. Let's just say that it's going to be one hell of a show. And any company that dares to compete with an ECW pay-per-view is going to be living dangerously.
So there's our opening promo from the Sinister Minister. As he's
did a good job
getting us ready for Living Dangerously. And I love when he went to talk about Francine, of course, he talked about your favorite deadly sin, lust. And when you think of lust in ECW, you think of Francine. So I guess that makes sense. I like the inside baseball reference to wrath as well.
See that guy right there?
Yeah.
That's our buddy Nick Malmood, Connecticut's own. Nick's going to be coming to see us down at Double or Nothing. Good friend of ours. Good friend of mine.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Hey, the O'Neill Center in beautiful Danbury, Connecticut. Boy, have I been to Danbury, Connecticut a lot. At least I was in 89. Hey, good way to start the show, buddy. Huh? That's our buddy old Joel Gertner.
Who you famously said looked like Dave Penzer who'd been sucking on an air hose.
Well, not anymore. Joel's lost a lot of weight.
No, I mean, in the video screen, what we're watching right now.
Oh yeah. Right now he does. But he is a stud muffin.
I love that he would, he perfected like manscaping your face. Like that dude, he had the old pencil beard shit down pat, did he not?
Yeah. Yeah. He worked on it. He worked on it, man. Hey, look at, there's an Atlas security sign. What the fuck? Atlas Security had their own marks. Well, hello, Francine. Hello, Don Marie.
I, the quintessential stud muffin.
Do you want to play him?
I was doing it.
Okay.
Girl I know wanted to see the show live here in Conet Ticket. So I told her to bend over and I'd show her where I'd stick it. For 45 minutes, she proceeded to tease and please and lick it. But when all was said and done, you know I made her buy a ticket. Gertner.
What about you, Tony? You ever traded wrestling tickets for coups back in the day?
No, I never did. I didn't have to.
Just these days, right?
Not even these days.
What? Hang on now.
Oh, it's Don Calais.
I have it, Calais. I have it on good authority that you leave tickets for ladies at every will call.
No, that's bad authority. That's what that's called.
I was told specifically that Francine is sort of like Ricky Bobby's dad, where every single week that Ricky Bobby would race, he would leave 2 tickets for his dad at will call. And his dad never came until the end of the movie, of course. And I was told that every week at Dynamite, you leave 2 tickets for Francine, and she has yet to pick them up.
Hey, there's I have a favorite shirt at lowestrules.com. You know what it says?
No.
You a lie.
Oh. And what is that? What is that in reference to? You a lie.
You a lie. Well, that in reference is to the old country boys. They were just too lazy to say liar. They were too.
You're insinuating that I'm lying, though?
You a lie.
What did I lie about in this?
I did not. I have not. I will have. Well, if she wanted to, I'd leave her tickets, but that's not true.
Hang on. What? So why are you so adamant about it when you're admitting that you would do it?
Well, I would do it, but I don't do it. You're saying that I do it. I do it, but I don't do it.
I know. Listen, I've smelled you. I know you do. Yeah.
Now here's the deal. The deal is that I always have been the type of guy that if you want tickets and you're a family member or a close friend, I'll get you tickets, but you got to pick them up or I wouldn't leave them. So I wouldn't just, like, for instance, we're going to be going out west in May and like to Vegas. And we'll be going to Albuquerque. She's not going to come out there. So why would I leave tickets for?
Who, Francine?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you don't know what her travel schedule is. You don't know if she's on vacation with her husband or what.
Maybe I do know.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, here's what I'm trying to do. I want to close the gap. I want to make this happen in 2020. So Francine, I know you listen to the show. Just give Tony a text. His number's 404.
Hey, whoa.
276.
Whoa.
8. What?
Hey, well, but that was for summer.
What's wrong?
Give me have a beep, 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 beep.
What did I say that wasn't true?
She knows my number.
Oh, maybe that's why Lois is doing it so much now.
Yeah. Hey, it looks like these two fellas are going to get into a fight. Don Calais and Joe Gertner.
When you get your advanced age and you decide to start throwing the log again after a long absence, are there like tips or tricks? I mean, you don't want to throw a hip out or something, or you trying to ease into something a certain way. Do you have a best practice you can share with us?
Aren't we just supposed to talk about what we're seeing here?
What are we seeing, buddy? Well, there's 3 guys standing around in the ring. Gertner's going to take his neck brace off. I think he's ready to do some violence with Don Calais.
Oh, Calais backing up, man. Joe ready to get him some.
Ready to get him some.
Go on about it, Joe. Come on now. Don't let him back you up. Go on about it. Come on, get him. Get that motherfucker. Go jump on him.
I guess
There you
the
go.
idea is they have to have a storyline reason why Don Calais is going to do commentary the rest of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the lifts that Joel Gertner has in his shoes. Do you see this? Look at
Wow,
the soles.
I didn't notice, but I do now.
Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Those are like Jericho level lifts.
Mm-hmm. That's like Schiavone chairlifts.
No, seriously, Jericho only wore lifts one time and he's admitted to it, but guys still give him shit about wearing lifts. And it's like, wait, when you admit to it, there's the big kick.
What the hell?
Well, he had to kick him off.
Oh my God. Joey is butt fucking Don Calais.
I don't think you know what butt fucking is.
Well, it looked like he was attempting to. He got him from behind.
Here's the open. I'll play a little audio. Tony, is that the longest open you remember seeing for a pay-per-view ever?
That's they had to showcase everybody, didn't they?
I mean, it was unbelievable.
Mm.
And all I could think the whole way through was, how much would Tony Schiavone pay to have Francine give him the Bronco Buster?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
And I know for sure you would pay whatever was on your person. You'd check out all the change, all the folding money, everything in the wallet that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're probably into check money though, because you know, it's probably a bump she hadn't taken in a long time.
Bronco, that was a hell of a Bronco Buster. Yeah. You know what else I was thinking?
What?
I was watching that. Just not the same without my buddy Taz. Sorry, it's not.
Oh, ECW, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree. He definitely had the attitude of ECW. Yep.
This is a pretty violent thing we're getting ready to see.
Yes,
and
it is. Yes, it is.
I was shocked by it, really.
You mean the blood?
Well, what they did to Sandman's wife.
Oh, well, let's not give any spoilers. Hey, what do you think let's make a sound effect for a Bronco Buster. So let's pretend for a minute that Francine is flying at you and she's ready to administer the Bronco Buster. She's going to throw it on you, so to speak. What do you think that sounds like from your perspective?
When she throws it on me?
Yeah. That was even better than I expected. So there's Sandman's wife and his son. There's
Yeah,
Howard
you know,
Stern fan right behind
I
him.
get it. They want to do something different, but this was like, wow. And, you know, listen, we know what Steve Corino is. He's Terry Taylor's flunky. I get it. All right.
I'm going to play the audio here.
I mean, remember Raven? The guy you left your husband for? That was no angle. I have it on good authority that he was giving it to you in the bathroom. Hey, you little bastard, why don't you shut up? The Sandman's not even your real dad. Hey, Lori. I think I'm the only one you haven't put over yet. So why don't you put me over live on pay-per-view, you whore?
I love that as he grabs her by the hair and throws her in the ring, he does it right in front of Atlas Security.
Yeah.
Atlas Security is not here for your protection.
Yeah, they're here for the wrestler's protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they decide they want to call you as a crowd member, a whore, and then take their belt down, well, they're here for it. And here comes Sandman.
And look at his wife, man. Jump right on Jack Victory's. Oh, and there you go. This was like, look at this. Can't do this today.
Gore through the table.
Oh,
Down goes Lori Fullington.
Rhino, man. All his bulk. Down on her. Now Atlas Security gets the Iggy. I've had enough.
Meltzer would say, Sandman covered her while the heels put the boots to her. Finally, he carried her to the back, basically to give a storyline reason why they didn't even bother having the advertised Rhino Sandman match. Perhaps because their previous TV match was so bad, and not putting Sandman in the ring except to drink beer and make a big save is probably the best use of him these days on pay-per-view.
There's another issue here. So we got a 2-hour pay-per-view here.
Yeah.
Don't know what it originally was, but the version here on the network is 2 hours. We are 16 minutes into this and we've not seen a match at all.
Well,
nothing.
We did see a lady get put through a table.
Well, there you go. I guess so. There's also another issue here that I've thought about and I've read about read some of the reviews and I just kind of read the reviews on Wikipedia. It seemed like, now this is the very last ECW produced pay-per-view, right?
No,
it's not.
No,
I thought it was.
You're incorrect.
Okay. What's the very last ECW produced pay-per-view?
January 2001's Guilty as Charged, which we've watched.
Okay. Anyway, I'm thinking as we're moving forward here in time, it seems like ECW with the fans on the internet, not the fans coming out here, because the fans coming out here are big ECW marks. They love it, whatever they do. But with the writers and with the internet people, it seems like ECW has continued to lose its luster.
Well,
am I correct?
Yeah, you are correct. They were trying to grow and they made some tactical errors along the way that felt like the right decision at the time. They had action figures that I don't think did amazingly well. They're promoting a video game here from Acclaim that's going to be a horrible flop. I think they even took a stab at doing some magazine stuff, but the big thing that hurt them was going to network TV. Well, even pay-per-view, going back to 1997, the pay-per-view bonuses, the payouts were way late for the guys. And the guys are like, well, we're on pay-per-view. We should be making more money. But the reality is, as you know, you have to pay those expenses up front and then you don't get paid for months, right. Probably closer to 6 months. And so by that point, a lot of the guys, it's sort of out of sight, out of mind. And that trend would continue when they decided, hey, we're going to do a network TV deal. They didn't have the support of the network. They assumed we're going to, have a bigger audience than ever before. but they don't get the best slot on TNN. They don't get much promotion on TNN, and TNN supposedly wants them to water certain pieces of their programming down. And they're trying to navigate all of this at a time when WCW is circling the drain and trying to pull the nose up, and the WWF is as hot as ever. And meanwhile, the paydays start to get slower and slower coming in, and guys start to look for other opportunities. So the Ravens of the world leave for WCW. So does Stevie Richards. So does Shane Douglas. So does Mikey Whipwreck. So does Sandman. So does Perry Saturn, on and on and on. And then a handful of other guys decide to make the jump to the WWF. Most notably the Dudley Boys and Taz. And so it essentially very quickly became a company that was too big to be small and too small to be big. So they just didn't really fit anywhere, and they're left with, hey, we're going to try to make some stars, and we're going to try to capture the magic that has happened once before for us. And part of that formula that worked so well for ECW was showcasing Terry Funk and having him work with younger talent and establish them. And you see, they're trying to do that here with Steve Corino and Dusty Rhodes playing the Terry Funk role. This match, by the way, is going to go probably too long. 10 minutes, 13 seconds. Meltzer would say, who would have ever thought that Rhodes, now 55, would be in the longest match on the show? Rhodes didn't get nearly the pop you'd expect. The match was terrible, and Rhodes surprisingly showed no charisma to his match, to match his complete lack of mobility. The crowd didn't seem to mind because they got a lot of blood. So he's very critical of Dusty, but he always had been. Dusty's 55 here. Certainly, his better days behind him. He's ballooned up a little bit. He's put on some extra weight that is going to slow him down. And obviously at his age, he's going to naturally be slowed down a little bit. But as a fan, I got to tell you, I love that they were doing something with Dusty Rhodes. You know, we've given a pass to Terry Funk when we would see him in WCW in 2000. And I don't know how it's that different. You know, they're still out here entertaining fans and getting a pop and getting a reaction and telling stories. And if they're having fun and fans are digging it, why not keep doing it?
Well, I agree. And the reason that Dusty would not get the pop from Dave Meltzer, that Terry Funk would get the pop from Dave Meltzer, was Meltzer liked Funk. He didn't like Dusty, and he would never cut Dusty a break, ever.
Well, I think he's talking about pop from the crowd, but this is,
no, he's right about that.
It's Connecticut, you know,
right.
It's not Dusty's backyard.
It's not his backyard, even though he had been in the WWE, you know, as Dusty with the polka dots prior to that. And he had spent some time. I mean, he had worked Madison Square Garden as an independent. You know, Vince Sr. would bring him in now and then, but they consider him a WCW guy, don't they? Not an ECW guy.
Yeah.
And I think that had a lot to do with it. But Dusty probably never called Meltzer to smarten him up on shit, and that's why Meltzer never took care of him.
I feel fairly confident that didn't happen.
Yes. But Corino doing a pretty good job of bumping for him here.
Man, I love Steve Corino. I wish
I do too. I give him a hard time. Big baseball guy. And I always say he's Terry Taylor's, you know, lackey, but he's not. And I have a lot of time for Steve. Matter of fact, I will, as baseball season gets closer, send a text or two to Steve.
Read us 3 of your most recent texts to wrestlers. Don't tell us who they're to, but I'm sure that you've got some funny interactions.
Okay. Well, as we're going on here, when's the blood going to start? As I'm looking up these texts pretty soon.
Texas.
Is it what Texas?
Boy, you wouldn't think you're a commentator for a living.
I am, damn it.
That's exactly right, JR.
But, stop that shit. Okay, let's see. Hey, buddy. Thanks.
Here we go. Read it. Come on.
No, it's going to be taken out of context.
That's what we're looking for.
You're going to love this.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for tonight. Sorry it did not last too long.
Yes. And that's probably to Tony Khan.
No. Oh God, no.
God,
you're
that's
saying
so
no.
good.
You're saying wrestlers.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm doing wrestlers here.
Okay.
All right. Let me go look another one here.
Can't wait.
Wrestlers. Got to be somebody current. Wrestlers, right? Yep. Wow. I have to look a long way.
I got one on my side.
Okay.
Guess who I text the phrase Fifi on a pole to?
The Nature Boy.
Nope. That was your
Okay.
only guess.
Mhm.
I do have a text from a wrestling personality that says, pounding this shit as fast as I can. I'll be ready between 7 and 7:15. We'll text. You gonna guess who that's from?
I don't know.
Your old boss, Mr. Eric Bischoff.
Oh, here's one. Need a t-shirt made for you for Wednesday. What size? I'm headed to Pro Wrestling Tees. There's another one. And you say you want one more?
Yeah, I got one for you too. Done. Or I'm available at 3 a.m. too.
That's to Bruce.
It's actually from Jim Ross.
Oh, okay. Wow, man.
Oh, here's one. A check is fine as long as you don't pull a Heyman. Bounce, bounce, bounce. You got one?
Yes. I hope to be there in the future. Congratulations. You deserve everything good that happens to you.
This is really a terrible segment. I was hoping for more fun from you.
Well, the first one was pretty good.
It was.
That last one was to Medusa for being honored at Cauliflower Alley Club coming up in April.
Oh, I can't wait to go to that. Of course, you're not going.
No, can't be working.
But our gimmick attorney, Michael Dawkins, and I will be together. Cauliflower Alley reunion. Looking forward to spending some time with him.
Yes. He is quite the gimmick attorney. There is a lot of blood and Jack Victory, that son of a bitch. Say what, you say what you want to about Dusty. He could take an ass kicking. There he's sawing away, man. 55. Get it done. I was talking to Dustin just the other day backstage, and it is amazing. Not the size-wise, because Dustin's a lot leaner than his father, obviously, but facially, wow, he looks so much like Dusty now in the face.
But dude, he's way taller than Dusty.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said, size-wise.
As you said, leaner as well.
Leaner as well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the fans are not really into this at all, are they? Even though it's, they're standing.
Hey, where are you at on airplane farts?
I don't do them.
Okay.
If I've got a fart on an airplane, I go into the bathroom.
We've got a friend of the show who says he has never not farted on an airplane.
Never not farted on an airplane.
Yeah, apparently the pressure messes with his stomach and he just lets him rip. And I'm like, aren't you embarrassed about that? He's like, no. Now I'll always quiz on that. Like, what? I mean, you're just letting them rip. And he says, no, with the airplane noise, no one can hear the fart. They just smell it. So they're all SBDs. So I have plausible deniability and I just let them rip. Tater chip.
Yeah. Wow. How about that?
And I was like, man, this is a very Tony Schiavone like conversation. Cause you have no regard for your fellow man.
What's that?
You have no regard for your fellow man.
Okay. Here comes another shirt out. Bull fucking shit.
No, I'm just saying you bathe once a week.
I bathe more than once a week now.
Okay. But when I met you, you bathed once a week and your fingernails were as long as the Sinister Ministers.
I go to a manicurist now.
What's her name?
Brenda.
Ain't nobody named Brenda doing nails worth of shit.
Yes. She's an Asian girl by the name of Brenda.
Let me just tell you, that is her gimmick name.
Well, okay. It's a gimmick name.
Well,
right.
There's no way that you went to an Asian nail place and her goddamn name was Brenda.
Well, she told me it was Brenda.
Yeah. Well, she a lie. Her name was Wei Ling. And they were like, you can't do that over here. These rednecks, like the Schiavone's up the street, they're going to come in and you're going to need to be like Brenda or Brenda Jean or Eunice. You got to pick a name like that.
I'm back to working out too, by the way.
Are you really?
Yep.
What are you benching now?
No, I'm not doing that. My doctor always told me that lifting weights would serve me no purpose.
I love you. So you're doing cardio. What are you doing?
I'm doing the elliptical machine, and I'm back doing DDPY with, speaking of Asians, Garrett, the Asian sensation.
Oh, everybody loves Garrett.
Garrett's the man.
How many people a week confuse Garrett with Arthur?
Arthur?
Yeah. The guy who made DDPY famous.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Okay.
I was just told that back in the day, people would routinely confuse the two. And I'm like, how is that even possible?
I see that. Dark hair, Asian. I get it.
Boy, that's racist.
Okay.
Hey, so how does Garrett feel about your very racist, old commentary ninja bit?
Oh, he loves it.
Really?
Yeah. Garrett's good. Garrett's good people. He's not full of shit like you and a lot of other people.
You probably got to be forgiving though, if you're going to share office space with Weird Louie.
Well, listen, Garrett's office space is out front. Weird Louie's in the back where no one will see him. They would never put Weird Louie in the front of DDPY. When you walk in the door, see Weird Louie, you would turn around and leave.
Yeah, that's accurate. You feel like there's paperwork involved somewhere in that deal.
That's exactly right. Love the staff at DDPY. Good people. Look at this, man. Yeah. Referee holding the head. Okay, I'll help you here. Yeah, baby.
Is it true that you and Jim Cornette used to have a phrase, hey, I'm the one fucking this dog. You're just the one holding the head.
No, that's not true at all. But he's holding his head here for a hell of a chair shot coming up. Kaboom!
I swear I've heard that on a Cornette podcast. You saying?
Well, I'm sure you did, but I've not used it all. Here's the deal. The fans, okay, he taped up oh man, Dusty popping people with a bird. Oh my God. Is that like a first?
By the way, those boots that Dusty's rocking are his same iconic polka dot boots that he wore through his WWF run. And they're now here in my studio.
There's my buddy Nick standing up, clapping on the left over there, the white shirt. Yeah, the fans got into the finish there a little bit, but,
well, they're excited they got to see a big star. By the way, the match gets half a star.
Oh, I'm sure.
Next up, we've got C.W. Anderson and Bill Wiles taking on Danny Doring and Roadkill.
So Dusty pops everybody the bird, does his flip flop and fly, and an elbow drop. Dusty didn't wrestle much more after this, did he?
No, and I bet he got paid in cash from Paul, if I had to guess.
Oh yeah, up front.
What are some of his the way he would describe himself that tickled you the most? The Bull of the Woods would be one. Second most
Power, too sweet to be sour. Stardust. What else? I don't know. Did you hear Kevin Sullivan there just now?
I did hear Kevin Sullivan. Hey, I wanted to ask, are you going to Michael Hayes' birthday party? We were both invited, as you well know.
I don't remember being invited to his birthday party.
What's happening at the end of the month?
At the end of the month of March.
Yes. In Atlanta.
During the weekend?
Yes.
Kevin Sullivan. Kevin, stop it. Kevin. Hang on. I gotta call him back. Bug.
Well, listen, I'm glad that's Bug barking because a few days ago you took to Twitter and asked for some prayers because, as you said, the Biggity Bug was not doing well.
No, he kicked out again. He keeps kicking out, man. He keeps going to the hospital, getting these bad blood things and blood tests, and then they put him on medicine. He kicks out. But this one was really scary.
Now he's doing a run-in on the show.
Yeah, I know.
That's his way of thanking all the fans who listen to the show and support the show, and said a little prayer for him.
Yeah.
That's Bug speaking dog to thank you.
Yeah. Bug, what do you think of the low-key big hogs?
Are you looking forward to April, Bug?
Bug, you coming to the low-key big hog thing in Huntsville? Huh? Well, he shut up because he knows that Dave Silva will be there.
It sounds like a lot like Efren. He's chirping a lot and then he just went quiet on you. You know what? I think the low-key big hog get together, we should just let Efren just run it up any one good time and just hit the reset button.
Jesus.
What?
Stop it.
He says you're a damn good looking man. You don't usually get that type of attention.
Hey, stop it.
What did I do wrong?
We're getting ready to watch C.M. Anderson Punk.
C.M. Anderson Punk.
Okay.
His name is C.W. Anderson.
Okay.
And that's instead of Elvis Presley, that's Belvis Wesley.
Belvis Wesley?
No, it's Wild Bill Wiles. And then
Wild Bill Watts?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, let's just let you name these guys. Who are these guys?
C.M. Anderson Punk and Wild Bill Watts.
Okay, and who's on the stick?
I would say a fat Paulie Dangerously, but looking at Paulie Dangerously in 2020, that would be a skinny Paulie Dangerously.
Boy, you're just hurtful today. You're being very hurtful to a lot.
Well, he's right. You know what? And I've been there before and may get there again. But Paulie's rather large right now, isn't he?
I don't know why you're deciding to do this today.
Rather large. And hey, I can't throw stones. I've been rather large. I don't think I've ever been that large, but I've been rather large in my life. Well, Paulie's like what? Like 600 pounds now, you think?
My goodness.
I'm not a good judge of weight. I can't look at a person and say, oh, he weighs 300 pounds. So I can just look at Paulie right now when he walks out with Brock Lesnar and say, yeah, he's 600 pounds.
Wait, who does he come out with? Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar. Okay. All right.
So you just never know. But I tell you what, okay, now get this. Okay.
I'm ready.
We are 35 minutes into the show.
Yep.
And we've had one 10-minute match.
Yep.
Okay. So there you go. As Excalibur would say, got to give the people what they want, and they want wrestling and you're not getting it.
When does he say that?
When best friends hug.
Well, we haven't talked about that here on the show. You got a big moment a few weeks ago where you were in a pretty cool spot where they did the best friends hug with you.
Yeah.
Put the sunglasses on you. You threw up
cool.
the lazy thumb. Mm-hmm. And man, it got over. It went viral.
Yeah.
What'd you think about being included like that?
I was stoked. I was really thrilled. And I also appeared, I think that same week or maybe the week before on Being the Elite with a little, a coffee skit with Matt Jackson. So that was a thrilling week for me. It really was. I just think that, hell, I think you would agree. Orange Cassidy is fucking cool.
Absolutely. And he's been cool and over for a long time. And it took the Revolution pay-per-view to change a lot of people's mind, I think, but he got the right kind of attention, and man, there's some right kind of attention on the back there. So yeah, there's a plant trying to kiss Danny Doring, Elektra having nothing to do with it. I feel like you're a big Elektra fan.
Nah, I don't think so. I think she's trying to copy my girl here a little bit.
Why? Because she has big boobs?
Mm-hmm.
So anyone else who has big boobs is trying to copy Francine?
No.
Francine invented big boobs.
Can I tell you something about the Orange Cassidy thing we did?
Please do. Tell me all about it, Tony.
Okay. So we're in the back and we talk about, I'm talking to Trent and Chuck, which I like both of them enormously. And Trent says, so we want you to do the hug with us. Will you do the hug with us? I said, absolutely, I will. And he says, but we want you to not want to do it at first. And then we'll coax you into do it. And then you do it. I said, okay. So we did it. And that was all quote unquote scripted, but the sunglasses on me and then turn to the camera was just completely ad lib. So I was kind of proud of that, the way it happened. And as we hugged, as I'm known to do,
You chubbed up.
Well, I'm trying to make everybody laugh, right? I'm trying to get them out of character. So as I hug, I'll go, oh my God, I love you guys. I've got a Woody. I can't turn towards the camera now because my dick will be showing. So I'm saying all this, trying to get them to crack up. I don't know if they did or not. So,
well, they listened to this show, so they knew no threat of anybody seeing anything on camera.
Great guys, man. We have such great guys working for us. We really do. Anyway, are we going to finally have a fucking wrestling match in the show?
How would I know, Tony?
Oh, ding. There's the bell. Do us a favor. Hey, don't nobody hook up right now. Let's make sure it's 40 minutes without any rest. Oh, no, I'm still not going to hook up. Just slap a hand away. Who's this? Big Bubba Light here? Oh, this is Roadkill, right?
Roadkill.
This is the Amish guy.
Amish? Is that the way you pronounce it? I always called it Amish.
Yeah. Oh my God, we got some action. I can't believe it. We have some action.
There is going to be more great action in the next match. It's going to be Mike Awesome and Kid Cash, two of my favorites from this era.
Yeah, that's cool. I can't wait for that one. And I know we got New Jack in this show, which means somebody's going to come off the balcony, I would guess.
Well, I don't know about no New Jack.
Oh, you're not going to say anything about New Jack, huh?
No, I'm just saying we'll talk about him if and when he shows up. You think I'm scared of fucking New Jack? Oh, we should, speaking of scared, we should shout out,
that'd be scared.
A great close personal friend of the show.
Yeah.
Big Papa Pump was in a bad way this past weekend, but the good news is it looks like he's kicked out, and we appreciate all the thoughts and prayers. When a member of our wrestling family is in a bad way like that, the least we can do is rally around them. And I think our community did a good job with that with Big Papa Pump this past weekend when things were not looking so awesome for him.
Yeah. As you know, we have, we've had a lot of fun with Scott Steiner here, but we all love him, and he gets it to the point to where he scares you so much you don't think he's getting it, but he gets it. So how many half-star duds did this thing get?
The match we're watching right now, I got 1.5 stars.
Yeah.
Here's my issue. And I mean, no disrespect at all here, but they just hadn't positioned these guys as stars yet. I think they're all very capable wrestlers. I think C.W. Anderson was criminally underrated and should have got a shot at one of the big companies. And Danny Doring and Roadkill were a very good tag team. I enjoyed their work. Felt like they could have done more, but it just feels like compared to the ECW we've sort of grown up with, where and I'm not going to say they were better wrestlers. I'm just going to say that they developed the characters a little more. Now there's been so much sort of moving and shaking going on with the company that it doesn't feel like these characters are as well established, in my opinion.
No, they're not. And the reason they're not is because of all the movement, as you talked about, and people leaving and people coming and going. But this is what they had. They had to get out there and do the best with what they had. So they try to put them in these spots to try to get them over. And this is what they had.
Hey, I don't know that I told you the good news, but,
I love good news.
I have good news.
Okay. Have to do with money?
Okay.
Okay. What's the good news?
I got my wheel fixed.
Your wheel fixed?
You know, the one that Dave Silver wrecked.
Oh, that wheel.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's fixed.
Okay.
So I'm back in business, man.
That's good. So Dave will never drive your car again to go to Chick-fil-A, I would think.
Dave will never be behind the wheel of any of my vehicles ever again, ever.
There you go. Yeah.
Won't happen. Won't allow it. No chance.
You know what my friend Dave did? Another, he sent me a box of ties for TV.
Oh, wait, I think I saw this because we were putting over on social how you actually look presentable very recently. And somebody commented, well, I sent him that tie.
Nah, well, so anyway, so I wore that tie on TV. Thank you, Dave, by the way.
Dave Silva?
Dave Silva.
Okay.
I wore the tie on TV. And then I come home and my wife says, is there a spot on that tie? And I went, oh my God, there is. There's guacamole on the tie.
Jesus Christ. Are you serious?
There was something on it. So Dave, I love you, but you know, if I need to get those ties dry cleaned before I wear them, let me know.
Okay. I got you. So he didn't go buy new ties. He had to wear a tie every day when he worked in the television news business. And now,
I got him now.
Since he's just wrecking my cars full time, he's no longer required to wear a tie unless he's filling out meeting with an insurance adjuster.
Right.
So as a result, he sent you all of his old TV news ties. And one of them, the first one you wore, had, in typical Dave Silva fashion, guacamole on it.
That's something. Looked like it. Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. So there. It's the thought that counts, though.
No, it's not.
I'm always told it's not.
No.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts. He was going to get you something at Chick-fil-A.
He didn't get me shit at Chick-fil-A. That's the issue.
Really?
No, the issue is he fucking ate my rim out. And the deal is a normal person would just back it on up. Hey, by the way, have I told you how hard I've been working on low-key Big Hog Get Together stuff?
I know you said, let's circle around and have a call about it. And I didn't do anything about it. So I'm sure you have.
Yeah. Well, I got busy on it and we made some headway, but, I guess I can reveal something that I was trying to do that is definitely not going to happen.
Okay.
I took my shot, Tony.
All right.
You know, Tammy Sitch, AKA Sonny, she's been released from prison.
Yes.
Well, what I have sort of kayfabed you a little bit with is I have her number. So as soon as she got cell service, she had a text message from me.
Yeah.
And I was asking her to be here in Huntsville at the low-key Big Hog Get Together.
Oh, and she didn't do it.
She's not going to be available.
Okay.
But can you imagine the reaction? Because we wouldn't have told anybody.
No. Yeah. And just have her show up.
For me to just hit her theme music and her strut ass in there in that group after all we've talked, the shit we've talked about her on this show, that would have been tremendous.
It would have been great, but I have a feeling that after being in the joint, as long as she's been in, she's probably not ready for this yet. Wouldn't you think?
Well, I mean, she's going to have been out for months by the time the local Big Hog Get Together is.
Well,
she'll probably be ready for an oil change by then.
Change the rims on that. Okay, we're going to get a finish out of this. Jesus. There you go. Guys who are not over, and guys who are kind of green and don't know how to do a good finish.
So chat me up. You got any other ideas for the low-key Big Hog Get Together that we can talk about openly on air?
No. Well, I don't want to give away any surprises, so I'm not going to talk about special guests. I'm hoping we're going to have soul food.
Oh yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah, that'll be great. I'm hoping we're going to go to the boot.
Oh, we got to do that. I've got the patio reserved for that Friday night, so we can do some late night drinking because it should be good weather out there then.
I hope so.
I think Dave Silva's already got the hotel situation figured out too.
Yeah, I think if you're coming to the low-key Big Hog event, sorry, Don Marie got my attention there. You go to the low-key Big Hog event. I think you're going to stay at the Courtyard by Marriott. And are we going to play Top Golf? I don't think we are we?
No, I don't think we're doing golf. I do think he's got some other fun stuff planned, but
yeah.
The big thing is we are going to have an opportunity for Tony to do some voicemail greetings for you. You can do some commentary with Tony. We're going to record some bonus episodes. We'll have the old TBS set. He'll have his old JCP jacket. We can cut some retro style promos. It's going to be a good time and a couple of run-ins and some good food and some alcohol and fellowship. And we got, some memorabilia from myself and other local collectors who are going to be letting you check out some old wrestling artifacts.
Oh, and we also have some pretty cool stuff that we're going to be giving away as door prizes.
Oh yeah. A ton of swag, by the way.
Yeah, plenty of swag because, well, I was just recently in Chicago and I got plenty of swag. And I've got some swag that not many people will get their hands on. So if you win this, it's going to be really a collector's item. Oh, look at this. A very skinny Jeff Jones.
This is back when Jeff was on drugs.
He should get back on it now.
No, his drugs back then were called creatine, endorphins.
Okay.
How about the world champ, also tag champ, Mike Awesome? Dude, such a machine. It was very believable to me that he would have all the gold. Just a badass. And by the way, I thought the Judge Jeff Jones character was a good character.
It was. Right now, he's a pain in the ass character. But I'm not going to say anything more about it because he'll say, I heard you fat shame me on your podcast. I say, Jeff, I love you, buddy. You're one of my favorites. Why would I ever fat shame you, you fat ass?
You ever notice that when Jeff Jones laughs, he laughs like a Dick Tracy villain? Yeah. He does like the little weird, you'll never catch me, cop. Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy. I've never noticed that, but I'll ask him to laugh for me, our next event. But no, Jeff's, one of the great people in wrestling.
By the way, Taz apparently has heard us talking about him here on the show. I think I'm completely blocked on everything now.
Okay.
I mean, you know, it's coming sooner or later.
Yeah, I knew. God, I love him.
Finally.
I do. He's one of my favorite people. And you know what I love about him? I'll say, Taz, man, you're one of my favorite people. He says, no, I'm not. Fuck you. I said, no, you are. You are. He said, no, you're bullshitting me as always. I said, I'm not. And I'm not. I mean, he thinks I'm kidding him, but good God. He really is. So he's probably going to give me shit when I see him this week.
Made a mistake in my friendship with him once.
Mm-hmm.
Called him Pete.
Whoops.
He didn't like that at all.
Don't do that.
Brother. I think he even promised he was going to bust me up real bad.
Yeah. Well, I have realized about Taz, and as much as I love him, is that there's a certain limit you can go with ribboning. And
then
you got to back off.
You find the line.
Mm-hmm.
And then he Chris McDonald's you and says, that's enough.
That's right. He doesn't say it that way, but in his own way, you get the picture.
Speaking of Chris McDonald, did you see over the weekend, this past weekend, he put a video to our Fastlane 2017 episode about Gentleman Jack?
I did not see that. I wish I would have.
Really?
Yeah, because I love the stuff that he does.
Well, I'm going to share it with you right now.
Okay.
And you need to watch it and listen to the audio and just, you can, by the way, we'll make sure that it's pinned to the top, but Chris McDonald is perhaps the most talented guy that you don't know in professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
It's remarkable to me that he's not working for a big company because his stuff is just out of this world.
It's remarkable to me that you haven't coaxed him to come to Huntsville like you did Dave Silva.
I've been trying. I'm not done yet. I mean, he still does stuff with us, but I mean, if he was here, can you imagine the level of shit we could do together?
It'd
be crazy.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just stuck with, first runner up Dave Silva.
First runner up.
First runner up on them rims.
Rims.
All right. So it's in your text message.
He was born in East LA. Watch, look at Awesome coming over the top, man.
Dude, he's unbelievable. What a specimen.
The man could do so much. He and Taz to me and the Dudleys, and I know Rob Van Dam, I get it. And maybe I'm leaving, but those are the stars of ECW.
Well, and New Jack.
Okay.
I'm just saying when his theme music hit, fans went nuts. Yeah. The Eliminators were incredible. The Dudley Boys were incredible. Of course, Sabu, Raven, Sandman. What an entrance with Sandman. There's just so much.
Right.
You know, there's so many different facets of these ECW characters, and they're all so distinctive. They were just well done. And in this era, they become less and less. God damn, he just destroyed Kid Cash with a regular power bomb. And now he's teasing, putting him through the table. Man, I got to tell you, I know this is not safe and it's not something I should have been excited about, but as a fan, as a kid watching this, when Mike Awesome was going to set up a table and Awesome bomb a motherfucker through it, I was all in.
Yes, sir. I agree. Wow. Good stuff, man. So here we, this match, I hope got some pretty good stars because he's doing some great shit, man.
Without question.
Thank you. I appreciate you keeping that alive.
Well, when I tried to do greatest night in the history of my great sport, you get quarter hot about it.
I don't get quarter hot about it. I get eighth hot.
My bad. I'm not good at fractions. Wait, is that the dog or are you coughing?
That's me. I gotta
tell Lois to use Manscaped. It's not just for men.
No,
it can be number one in women's below the belt grooming too.
Yeah.
She should just get it down to a peach fuzz level and then it'll be manageable for you.
Peach fuzz. Look at this, man.
Hey, speaking of peach fuzz, oh my God, he's going to murder this guy. Kid Cash on top.
He's going to get up on top
of Mike Awesome. Down he goes. Down goes Cash. Hook him, son. Count to 1,000. Top rope, Awesome bomb through a table right in the center of the ring. Lord have mercy. That's it.
Move of the show. It's got to be right. Maneuver of the show, whatever.
Tremendous. By the way, Meltzwood, right? Awesome came back with one Awesome bomb through a table, followed by the same finisher he used on Spike Dudley at the last pay-per-view. He stood on the middle rope, holding Cash in a power bomb position, then climbed to the top and did the power bomb off the top through a table for the pin. This was a shorter version of the Awesome versus Spike match. 3 stars.
Yeah. Maybe 3 1/4, 3 1/8.
Here it is.
3 16th.
Give us a call here, Tony.
Up on top. Awesome bomb. Awesome bomb. Oh my God.
A third camera angle. This one from up top.
That's good shot.
And how about this? He took care of him. I mean, as much as you can. What a spectacle, but great job by Mr. Cash for not only surviving, but coming out pretty good on this one.
I think it's amazing that he was able to climb on top of the man on his back like that.
It is remarkable.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Nova and Chris Chitty taking on Guido and Jado. And of course, Gato is the head booker for New Japan Pro Wrestling now. And I think he was just added to Joey Janela's Spring Break. They have a match called the Clusterfuck. And inside the Clusterfuck, I think P and News is a part of it. And now Gato, however you say it. And I think the coronavirus is going to be one of the mystery opponents that night.
I'm sure it is, because it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Oh, did you see the controversy that came up recently with Sonny Ono?
No, I did not.
Well, apparently, great friend of the show, Sonny Ono, slid into the booking agent role for the Great Muta booking at Joey Janela's Spring Break for Game Changer Wrestling. And apparently Sonny Ono decided that he wanted to show a little hospitality to Muta when he was over, and they requested some perks that were kind of spendy, and then didn't want to negotiate any of the travel costs to have Muta also appear at WrestleCon, which, as you know, is standard practice in wrestling. And so things just fell apart. And as far as I know, Muta is no longer a part of the Game Changer show that weekend, and Sonny Ono was outed by Game Changer as being the reason it's not happening, and listed off all the demands. And Sonny would say, no, we're supposed to get a 50% deposit up front, which is typical for Muta booking. And we didn't get it, but we did it for StarCast and we did for WrestleCade. So Muta appeared at both of those. And that's how we did our business. So
wow,
there's a contingent of fans who are not a fan of Sonny Ono now because Great Muda's missing this booking.
Let me guess. They wanted all the red M&Ms taken out, right? Something like that.
No, that would have been funny though.
It would have been funny. Meanwhile, we've got another match of people we don't know.
Well, you know Nova.
I know Supernova.
That's him. You don't like Supernova?
I like him. That was pretty cool.
So, you saw what the reviews were in the Observer. 6 stars for the Revolution pay-per-view tag match with Kenny Omega and Hangman taking on the Young Bucks.
Yep.
You told me off air you thought it was arguably the best tag match you'd ever seen.
That's right.
Which is not you shilling, just you were there for it and you were excited by it, and that's great. However, I am curious your take on a 6-star rating, because I know you and I've talked about that before.
Well, 5 stars has been his max, right?
Yeah, it's a 5-star system.
Right. So he goes 6 to, I guess, just to emphasize how much he loved it. I don't know. But if anything was worth 6 stars, it was that. And as a result, we've had 2 guys injured because of that match. Omega and Nick Jackson are kind of been put on the shelf. At least they were this past week.
That's exactly right, JR.
It's just the things I'm amazed and continually amazed every time that these guys do these things. And it's like, I know they're young and they think they're bulletproof, but there's got to be a time in their life when they have to say, you know what? No. And also, you get to the point to where, how in the world are you going to top that match? You can't. They'll try, but you can't. And so
you're saying always go out and put forth sort of like a medium effort.
No, no, you dumbass. Don't you dare mix my words around.
Well, no, you're famous for Schiavoneing it. And
I'm not Schiavoneing anymore. So don't start that, motherfucker.
You're getting fired up at me.
Okay. Because you're starting to put words out there that are not, that you lie.
Okay. Well, you said, how are they going to top it?
Well, how are they going to do? I said, they're going to try to top it.
But you said they're not going to.
But in your mind, you're thinking, how are they going to top it? They'll try. And the only way they can try to top it is to do something crazier. And if you keep doing something crazier, you're going to continue to get hurt.
I love that you're just addicted to pronouncing words like this now.
And I admire them. I do. But it's like, boys, something's going to go really wrong one day. And it's going to be bad news for all of us. And I just hope it's not one of our shows. But there's going to be, I'm telling you, with all the independent wrestling out there, and there's slew of it, and there are guys who want to be seen, and they think by being seen, that means they're going to jump off the balcony onto 10 tables through a spike in the eye or whatever. There's somebody going to get killed. There is on the independent circuit. It's going to happen. And it's going to get a lot of attention, and it's not going to be good for our business.
Let me assure you, it will not be the Great Muda at spring break. He will not die there.
Okay.
I have that on good authority.
Okay. And it's just, I'm amazed at the athleticism.
Wait a minute. Why don't we try to get you in the clusterfuck, Tony?
Do what?
I want to get you in that battle royal.
No, man, no.
Why not?
Because I work for AW. No, stop it. Go somewhere else with this conversation.
Joey Janela's on this.
Yeah, well, he ain't got the contract I got.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Well, I do.
Are you saying you're not legally allowed to, or are you trying to, shame him?
I'm saying I'm not legally allowed to it, and I'm saying I would never work for another company in wrestling again.
Well, you're a fucking stuck-up asshole.
No, I'm not. This is my last great ride in wrestling.
Colt Cabana's in it.
Is he?
PN News is in it.
There you go. Well, there you go. Ooh.
Gato's in it.
Good for all of those motherfuckers.
Why are you cussing them?
Two count. Can we call the match? Can we just watch the match instead of trying to heap more shit on me, which is unfortunate that you're trying to do. Let's heap some more shit on Silva or Jeff Jones. Why don't we?
Tell us.
I would say let's heap more shit on Taz, but I don't want to get my ass beat behind the scenes when we're in Salt Lake City.
Tell us who's wrestling.
The guy in the black, and Guido, and Chris Machete, and Supernova, and let's see, the other guy is Judo.
It's Gato and Jado taking on Chris Chetty and Nova.
Gato and Jado. What kind of fucking names are that? Would Garrett the Asian Sensation be their manager?
Boy, could you be any more racist today? Hey, by the way,
speaking of racist, okay.
Oh, that's a hell of a transition.
Okay. The Chris Jericho Rock and Wrestling Rager at Sea, right?
Okay. I don't know how we're getting to racism. I'm all ears though.
I think there's 1, 2, 3. Thank God this is over. Garrett was there, my good buddy Garrett. And do you know what he was dressed up as many times?
I have no idea.
Charlie Chan. And I told him, I said, for crying out loud, what are you trying to do? He said, I'm just having fun. I said, stop it, man. That's racism.
Wait, what is a Charlie Chan?
Okay, let's go to next match.
Do you realize how old that is though, for real?
Yeah, I know.
Charlie Chan.
Not many people even know, right?
Dude.
Here's a skinny Paulie Dangerously.
His movie run started in 26.
25, 24, 23.
Hey, the Walmart dudes. Have you seen these guys?
These are the Walmart dudes right here?
No. Lord Adrian and Tahir 2X.
What?
No, they're in the clusterfuck.
You know what? I know you want to put these people over, but I ain't going to do it.
Wait, hang on. Let's talk about this. They did a Canadian destroyer off the racks at Walmart through a table at Walmart.
Right.
You saw this, right?
Did not, wouldn't even watch it.
God,
like I was saying, sometimes on this independent circuit, somebody's going to die.
No, this is an independent circuit. These are two fans doing fake fighting in a goddamn Walmart. It's hilarious. You would love it.
Okay. I'm sure the Walmart people enjoyed it, didn't they?
You know what?
They probably got arrested, didn't they?
They probably enjoyed it as much as you giving Starbucks publicity every week on TV. By the way, I know you're all good with Britt Baker, but she ain't no friend of mine.
Why is that?
I'm going to dislike her forever for the way she has treated you, Tony Schiavone.
Well, Britt and I have a special relationship.
Well, I don't like it. I'm allowed to not like
it. She's Muhammad Ali and I'm Howard Cosell. You see, you get it?
Oh, we should mention, I don't know if you saw, but she lost her dog over the weekend.
Britt did?
Yeah.
I'm going to call her.
Not like lost, like ran away, but like no longer with us.
And
I knew that would be something you would want to talk about.
Yeah. Super crazy. He's not only crazy, Conrad. He's super crazy.
You think all dogs go to heaven?
Yep.
Even Junkyard?
Yep.
Even Mad?
As in Buzz Sawyer? I'm not so sure about him.
You just said all.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got to rethink that. You think that, okay, so they're super crazy. There should have been a
medium crazy.
A wrestler, medium crazy, and a wrestler called Super Duper Crazy. And then one called Craziest Motherfucker You've Ever Seen.
I had a girlfriend 10 years ago, and I nicknamed her Lil Crazy. Cause I don't know if you know this, but whenever you're a female rapper, well, I guess a lot of dudes too, they're always Lil or Big. They're Lil or Big.
Right.
So
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, you got it.
Right.
So I nicknamed her Lil Mean or Lil Crazy, and she nicknamed me Big Mean for giving her such a nickname. Lil Crazy.
Look at this guy, man. That's Paulie, isn't it?
That's Sally Graziano.
Oh, okay.
I love that you just assume it's a fat guy in a ponytail and a leather jacket.
So he's now Paulie got Graziano.
Why do you do this?
This is too easy.
You know that he's going to show up one day with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I know he is.
He's going to fuck you up.
I know he is.
The rumor and innuendo is he's finishing up at WrestleMania anyway. So
really, why would he finish up at WrestleMania?
So he can show up in Vegas and put you through a table. Because he wants to go double or nothing on your ass, Tony Schiavone.
Maybe he'll show up in Newark. Nah, those guys up there don't like that blood and guts wrestling.
I'm pretty sure that show's before WrestleMania, Tony. Besides, WrestleMania may kill Brock Lesnar because of the coronavirus.
Oh my God.
Did you see all the fun memes this past week where they were showing the WrestleMania graphic and they had everyone on the poster wearing a hospital mask?
No.
It was really funny.
You know, the NCAA was talking about for the tournament, just having the tournament with no fans.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, I think that would be great.
Oh God. They ain't trying to fool me, or they're trying to fool us. That ain't gonna happen.
What ain't gonna happen?
They're not gonna have, I mean, I know that there's like some Division III tournaments, but they're not gonna have it with no fans. Not the big dance. Hey, why don't we just cancel, while we're at it, cancel the World Series? Let's just have baseball with no fans. I'm always been in favor of having Little League Baseball with no parents.
This is real. They have decided there's a Japanese wrestling promotion that's running shows with no fans on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a TNA show, but like a real one.
Right.
I think it's smart. Let's not get the people sick, but let's give the content we want online.
I think it'd be great. As a matter of fact, let's none of us leave our house for the next 365 days. Nobody.
It makes me wonder when AEW ran Huntsville, if that's what the word got out about coronavirus early and everybody in my town just stayed home.
Yeah.
Seriously, we had the most disappointing support for AEW of any town Dynamite had been to. My own hometown, the lowest drawing town. But you know, there's a reason Raw hadn't come here and SmackDown hadn't come here in a long time. We just don't support it. But that's true with everything though. Like, who's that, country music singer years ago who was on The Apprentice? Real talk, Trace Atkins, fresh off The Apprentice. He did a show at the arena down the road and he drew like 1,100 fans. So it's like a 10,000 seater. He had 1,100.
And it's amazing because the Von Braun Center that I remember back in the 90s they've done a lot of work to it.
Oh yeah. It's tremendous. They've done a great job.
It's a nice,
yeah, it's a nice facility and they've added to it and continue to make improvements. And they've got, the theater has been greatly improved and they just did a music hall with it. It's a great space, but man, unless it's like $5, minor league hockey, we ain't supporting it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I also, by the way, you know, sometimes you go onto a website, especially if you go on ESPN and you scroll down and you see all these stories that they just want you to click, you know, top 10, you know, there was this one story that, and you have to go through and find the right thing to click, or you click on an advertisement. They talked about the top 25 places in the United States to live. Austin, Texas being number 1, but Huntsville was on that list.
Of course it is, because you get to be my neighbor. That's the best part about living here.
Hello, neighbor.
Hey,
would you be? Could you be? Would you be Conrad's neighbor?
Did you watch the goddamn video that Chris McDonald sent yet?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna wait till it's over. I'm not gonna watch it here while we're doing our show.
Well, just so you know, I got thanks to a little recommendation from one of our listeners. I've got our friend Matt Coon working on a parody song.
Matt Coon.
The Ocasons from the 1960s had a hit song, I'm a Girl Watcher.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that one.
It goes something like that.
I'm a girl watcher.
How you doing?
Watch the girls go by. My. Yep. Got it.
Well, we're going to do this for you. I'm a hog watcher. I'm a hog watcher. I'm a hog watcher.
Watching girls go by.
Watching hogs go by.
I'm a girl watcher.
So stay tuned.
I'm a girl watcher.
Hey, I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
I'm a hog watcher. Featuring Noah, Anthony, Schiavone.
I'm a hog watcher. I'm a hog watcher. Watch the hogs go by. Ooh, my. Make sure you mark that and Matt can use it on a song. Because Matt obviously ain't got anything better to do.
But because he's actually putting effort into something?
Yes. Which is like me now, is all like me now.
What, you put effort into things?
Damn straight I do. And you damn well know I do.
Why are you cussing me? I'm just asking questions.
Why are you cussing me? I ain't cussing you, you motherfucker. Oh boy. Is Big Paulie Gratiano going to jump on him?
I hope so.
Okay. Come on, Paulie, get up on the top rope. Oh no, he's going to.
I'm a girl watcher.
Yeah, here we go. Look at this. Yo. Oh. No one popped for that at all. No one. That's pretty good tumble by Paulie there. Here, 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out of the table. So, chat me up about this match.
You want to know what kind of rating it got? You want to guess?
Yeah. 1.5 stars.
3.
It's got a 3-star.
Yep.
Wow. Better pay more attention to it than there should me instead of shitting on me.
No, shitting on you is while people tune in.
There's nothing like a nut shot to turn things around.
I'm a hog watcher. I'm a hog watcher.
Watch your hogs go by.
My.
Look at that one.
When did you first realize you were a hog watcher?
I'm not a hog watcher.
What does that mean?
I'm not a hog watcher.
Definitely.
You think I am. Look at brain buster on the table. That's got to be it. Yeah, that's it.
Why do I think you are?
Yeah, because you got me mixed up with some of your other friends. My God, there's a Bob Ryder sign.
Hey, what's Bob Ryder doing these days?
I have no idea.
He works for Impact.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you keep up with your friends?
Well, I don't know. I'm just a weird guy.
No shit. Hey,
but at least I'm not super crazy.
Speaking of weird guys, how's Jobber Schiavone?
I don't know. Here's Don Calais. Come on, Don, stop reading your script.
What's going on with Matt and Chris?
They're both coming over to the house today.
What are y'all going to do?
We're going to
eat some donkey dicks.
We're going to.
What? That's what y'all do, right? As a family. Is that not right? Did I get that wrong? Felt like I nailed it.
You nailed it. What is your family do when it gets together?
Eat donkey dicks, right?
My God. Okay. Oh, here's that shitty video game.
Dude, it's the worst fucking piece of shit video game.
Look at that. Look at this.
Dude.
Hardcore revolution. Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah, this has to be a bunch of chair shots. That's all.
This is Yukihiro Kanemura.
The fucker.
What'd you say? Why are you doing this? He's famous for exploding baseball bats.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a hardcore deathmatch.
Looks like he exploded some donuts too. Good God.
When did you get full blown fat shaming? When you started to touch your toes again for the first time in 20 years?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You just don't unless they're sumo. Look at this. Unless they're sumo wrestlers, you don't expect a lot of really fat Asians. You don't. And he's fat.
Jesus Christ. You keep piling on with the racism today.
No, I said Asians.
We're going to get sued by.
No, it's not race. Stop it. Stop it. I'm going to go through this thing and every time you say the R word, I'm going to beep it out.
Well, you ain't got that kind of time.
Yeah, you just pop somebody with the bird?
Yeah. Oh, big senton splash. 1, 2, Balls Mahoney gets the kick out. Kicks out strong too. He's ballsing up. He's fighting back like a Blue Chew erection.
That's not a senton backsplash. That's a back fat splash.
Yeah, that move was 2 minutes ago, Tony. It's a good thing that you just say that's exactly right, JR, for a living. Big ball splash. You ever have a big ball splash?
No.
Kick out. You know what he's got to be thinking? He's got to be thinking, what's it going to take to keep this guy down? Maybe I'll try one more thing before I just hit him as hard as I can with a fucking chair.
Everybody knows that's coming. Superplex.
Middle finger and a superplex. Oh, and he's going for the chair.
He knows it's coming.
A little dose of balls on medicine.
Jesus.
Big chair shot. Flips him off. Says, bring it again. Nope. Ducks it. Kick to the no-no. Into the ropes he goes. Reversal. World's worst lariat.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted him up. Had to pick him up. Sets him up. Oh, the big nutcracker sweep, perhaps, on the chair. Uno, dos, trace. There it is. Balls gets your win. 1 minute, 58 seconds. The match gets a dud rating.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it's really just set up to, bring in the Baldies. So you see Angel and DeVito, shout out to him, listens to the show. Oh, balls nearly fell on his head there.
Am I right that this, there was, part of a tournament during this show, right?
Yeah. We just watched, Super Crazy and Guido. It's a television title tournament. That was match number 1.
Okay.
Super Crazy picked up the win.
So we're going to see him wrestle again?
Yes.
I guess
he's moved. He's progressed in the tournament. That's typically the way these tournaments work.
Yes, I do know that. Okay. At least I was told that. But I believe if I read it correctly, look at this. Jesus. If I read it correctly, the tournament actually began earlier in the month.
That's correct. That's exactly right, JR.
Mm-hmm.
Do your kids say that around the house now?
No. They say that's, first of all, there are no kids around the house anymore. And
you banned Lori from coming over?
Nope. Oh, here we go.
But the real theme song to this is so great, but listen to this shit one.
Anywhere nearby that we could, get some free tickets to come down to the matches.
Actually, there's a federal prison not too far.
absolute terrible music selection. Are you in the loop on what the song usually sounded like?
No, I'm not.
That's a shame. One of the lyrics in it were doomed to be a killer since I came out the nutsack.
I think I've heard that before. Or I think I've heard you talk about it before.
Well, because it's tremendous.
Yeah. Is he going up on the balcony?
Oh, I'm sure.
Come on, he's got to. That's his gimmick. Pick it up. Oh.
Uh-oh. He must be looking for a weapon to hit him in the no-nos.
Mm-hmm. And what's this right here he's got? Oh, he's got like a board. He put the board across the no-nos. And he's got a
crutch
40.
right on the sack meat of DeVito.
And you know what? I would figure that that for this guy, New Jack, I don't think he pulled many punches. Do you?
That's probably a good guess.
He probably just laid him in.
I mean, if you're going to get your ass whooped to a soundtrack, wouldn't you want it to be this one?
Yeah. Don't play much of that or Mike Dawkins will have to bail us out.
Well, it's about time he did something besides piss off WWE.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
did you hear that Dawkins has added on a new wing to his residence?
No, I'm sure. Is it called I met Conrad Thompson wing?
It's Michael's Manor.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, and he's added a whole wing, and he's calling it the kayfabe wing because of all the gimmicks that he's helped trademark.
Oh, very cool. Has he invited us to be there to come see him?
No, I will be in your neck of the woods this coming weekend though. There's a housewarming party going down in the suburbs of Atlanta for a friend of ours.
Oh, really? A friend of ours?
Yeah.
The suburbs of Atlanta, housewarming party, friend of ours.
Yeah. You had some beers with him, WrestleMania season this past year.
Oh, okay.
And,
in other words, a beer or 12?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you're going to be around, we could hang
on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be around this next weekend.
Well, Megan and I are going to make the trek over, I think on Friday, and maybe hang out Friday and Saturday night and come back Sunday and make a fun little weekend of it in Atlanta.
All right. Well, I'll be around, so I hope to get invited.
You're invited.
No. It don't work that way. I don't show up at someone's house unless I'm invited by that person.
No, I wasn't invited.
And guess what? I talked to that person on the phone last weekend.
And they didn't say shit.
Yeah, not at all. Didn't say, hey, come to my housewarming party.
You know why they didn't?
Yeah.
Because you work for the enemy and they didn't think you would probably want to do that.
Yeah. And I ain't coming. Fuck it.
Well, that has nothing to do with me hanging out with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just going to come to your house.
Mm. Oh, you're coming to my house?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Was there Sting in the fans there in the stands? Oh boy. Come on. Fight. Up to the balcony. Jump.
You ready to see a murder?
Yeah.
You're going to see a murder in just a minute. So wait a minute. Why am I not allowed at your house?
Because of all the dog hair.
What is it? But I'm not going to bring any. I'm not going to make it worse.
Lois.
Don't ask her.
I was going to tell her.
I'm not trying to hang out with her. I'm trying to hang out with you. She's just going to fuss at me and tell me all the things I don't do right.
I got bad news for you.
There you go. Tell her.
Conrad's coming to the house next weekend.
You goddamn right I am.
What do you mean the fuck he's not?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hey. What the hell are these big red things?
Those are called hemorrhoids.
They're apparently so.
Should get them checked out.
Oh.
That couldn't have felt good.
No. I had a feeling that in a match that you were, when you were wrestling New Jack, that he didn't pull punches And therefore, you would always try to give him receipts.
Lots of taters.
Lots of taters. And, oh, you're going to hit me hard with the crutch, huh? Okay, then, motherfucker. How about this?
I'm a girl watcher.
Dun, dun,
I'm a girl watcher.
Dun, dun, dun. Again, I don't know what these red things are.
My. They're hemorrhoids, buddy.
God, New Jack just bleeding. Holy shit.
Oh, by the way, one of the things we're going to do for Low-Key Big Hog Weekend, I know you've talked about this. We haven't announced it to our listeners. We're going to do a blade tutorial. Everybody is going to learn how to cut their forehead.
Right. While I watch.
You were just telling me the other day how you were excited to spill DNA with effort.
You need to stop.
What?
You just need to fucking stop.
What did I say that wasn't true?
Yep. You just need to fucking stay. Oh, there we go.
Are you ready?
Well, there's no balcony, but they found something.
They're going to climb scaffolding and jump off of scaffolding. And now Vic Grimes sees that New Jack is no longer down for the count. He too is coming up. Legitimately.
Did you say Ving Rhames?
Vic Grimes.
Okay. Vic Grimes. Okay.
So Vic Grimes is going to, he's going to be hesitant to take the bump here. New Jack's trying to get him to go. And eventually when he won't, New Jack tries to just go and push and pull and prod. Well, it doesn't go exactly according to plan. So Vic winds up taking all 400 pounds and landing directly on New Jack's head. Brain fluid starts leaking out of New Jack's orifices on his head. He's blind and deaf now in one half of his face because of this bump. Here we go.
This is the bump that does him in?
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't die, but he probably should have.
So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier.
This is one of the worst, most memorable bumps in wrestling history. Oh, it kicks him right or punches him right in the no-no. Could have been worse. Could have been a stabbing motion. So he's trying to tell him to go, trying to get him to go. He's not going. What a terrible spot this is to be in.
See?
Fell right on his head.
Sure did.
My God. Somebody stop the damn match.
Well, they had to, didn't they?
That man has a family.
So
he's been broken in half.
So what did he suffer out of this now?
Brain fluid out of his orifices.
Okay.
And I think he's blind in one eye and deaf in one ear.
Because of this bump.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What do you think of that?
Well, I think exactly what I've been thinking for quite a while.
What's that?
Don't do it.
Oh.
Do another spot.
Isn't that easier said than done?
No, it's not easier said than done. Just don't do it. They're showing it from the extreme replay angle because they don't want to show. And the fans go, oh yeah, it's great. Take a bump, kill yourself. Well,
it's entertaining. Why are you mad at the fans that they want to be entertained?
I'm not mad at the fans.
You're being real dickish.
Okay. And so they get out, Ving Rhames here. They carry him out. And of course they just let the corpse lie on the floor.
The corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So apparently, one of the cameramen, like Charlie or something, told the truck, this guy's really hurt. We need to stay away from it. Right. But here's the bump again. Boom. Oh man.
That's a bad day, my friend.
So needless to say, this was New Jack's last wrestling match, or was it?
Oh, no. He just retired like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, so he went.
They did have a rematch once ECW was out of business in XPW.
Yeah.
And New Jack got his revenge. They were on a scaffold. There's a series of tables in and around the ring. New Jack tried to throw him to where he would not hit any of that, when instead hit the ring post and die. But Vic did not die there, but he did eventually pass away. But it wasn't because of a New Jack throw.
Jesus.
What?
Okay, now back up here. What do you think? Don't know. You may know. I'm sure there's someone out there who knows what New Jack and Vic got paid for that fucking bump.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
All right, here's my question. What number would make you feel like, oh, that was a good decision? Should have done it.
$1 million.
Okay. Well, do you think that they got paid that?
No.
Okay.
I'll guarantee you that they didn't get paid anywhere north of $1,000. As a matter of fact, there's a good chance they got paid whatever the number at the end of the year.
What does that mean?
2,000. 0. I bet you they didn't get a dime for it.
You're saying they wrestled this show for free?
They didn't. They thought they were going to get paid for it, but I bet you in reality they didn't get a dime for it.
Boy, I'm going to tell you, you're hurtful.
Not hurtful. I'm trying to tell you how bad stuff.
You're bad stuff.
No, listen, I love ECW. You know I love ECW. But seeing a guy go blind in one eye and deaf in one ear because of a crazy ass bump.
Well, that's because of ECW.
Huh.
Do you still do that at your house? I have it on good authority that whenever somebody like breaks a glass or a dish, Lois will start chanting ECW. Does she still do that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've also been told that your son, if you drop something or something like that, then he'll start, you fucked up. Is that also true?
That's true too.
That's cool, man. You got a whole wrestling household. Are you putting Biggity Bug in headlocks?
Nope.
What about Deep Arm Drag and Twist?
Nope. And I did. There is another chant too that Lois does.
You lie.
When my money comes in for Patreon, she goes, "Holy shit! Holy shit!"
Why are you still letting her handle the money? How did you make that rookie mistake?
No. Let's get to the match here. Okay.
Lance Storm and Just Incredible going to be taking on the tag champs here. Scotty Levy, aka Raven, and Mike Awesome. And then there's also Masato Tanaka and Tommy Dreamer. It's a 3-way dance.
There goes Francine running by. Because she came out here with Awesome and Raven, right?
Yeah, she wants a piece of Raven.
So this match guy has some potential here. I mean, there's some talent in this ring. And outside the ring too. Yeah.
Dude, Tope Suicida.
Awesome could do everything, man.
Why did you not scream Tope Suicida? Isn't that your gimmick now?
No, that's Excalibur's gimmick. I'm not going to take the gimmick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
My gimmick is you're right, Excalibur.
That's exactly right, Excalibur.
Here comes Tommy Dreamer. Come on. So how many stars does this match get? It's got some potential.
You got a guess?
2.5.
2.
Okay.
Help me understand.
Okay.
If I'm not welcome at your house,
you're welcome at my house.
Where am I going to stay over there? You're going to send me to a hotel?
No, you're going to stay at the housewarming house guest type place.
Oh, he's got people coming in from all over the world.
Yeah, but so You're
Maybe-
Conrad Thompson.
Maybe I'll just try to stay at Pop Pops.
There you go. I'm sure you'll be welcome there with open arms.
Cody's got a big place. I could go stay at Cody's.
You sure could.
Oh, Weird Louie. I'll just crash at Weird Louie's.
Yeah, I'd love for you to do that.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
Is there a scenario where you think Megan would ever stay at Weird Louie's?
Is there ever a situation where anybody would stay at Weird Louie's?
I don't think so. I can't think of a single one.
I can't either. You know what's going to happen, don't you, after this podcast drops?
Our phones are going to blow up.
No, I'm going to walk into DDP and Weird Louie's going to say, you want to come stay with me? I'll go, no, I don't, Louie.
Nobody wants to stay with Louie. When Louie's mom comes to town, she gets a hotel.
Man, Lance Storm and Raven and Tommy Dreamer. Wow. And Tanaka.
A lot of talent in here, buddy.
You're not kidding, man. Awesome. You know, I go back and I think of all the matches we've seen, and we've seen some tremendous matches, you and I.
Without question.
Without question. But Awesome and Tanaka was one of the better ones.
Dude.
That we saw.
I know we're bad people for liking it, but goddamn, it was so awesome.
Why were we bad people for liking
Well,
it?
because they hit each other in the head with everything metal and wood, and it's just,
Right.
you know, less than ideal.
Yeah, I got that, but man.
Badass though.
It was entertaining, buddy. And that's why, to me, the New Jack bump off the top with Vic rings was not entertaining.
Why?
Because you knew he was going to go up top. You knew he was going to do something crazy. And just there was no improvisation there.
Okay.
It was like, okay, we've seen this. We've never seen a guy have brain fluid leak out of his ears before, but we've seen this.
I'm getting the impression you didn't really like that.
I didn't like that bump at all. But I like this. No, maybe not. I probably have asked you this before, but is Tanaka still wrestling?
Yes. He'll probably be in the clusterfuck I'm trying to get you in.
You ain't getting me in nowhere near that.
Well, I've already got you booked.
Well, guess what?
Me and Sonny Ono took the deposit.
Yeah. I'm going to do a great Muda.
Me and Sonny Ono took the deposit, buddy.
So that's it?
You don't like this?
No, I thought it was pretty good. Kind of quick. These matches are going by kind of quickly, which I guess are, holy shit.
Well, this is an elimination match. So you've seen
Okay, got
one
it.
pinfall.
Got
You
it.
haven't seen the other.
So the team is eliminated now, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Hey, so we saw recently your great close personal friend Chris Jericho was announced as Wrestler of the Year in the Wrestling Observer Reader Poll.
Mm-hmm. Should have been.
Not reader poll, but you know what I mean. Everybody who could vote in those awards.
Right.
He got the nod. You agree with that?
Oh, yeah. Chris Jericho has, again, reinvented himself. I don't know if it was in time for voting, but the tag match is going to be get match of the year.
Oh,
Whatever.
without question.
A lot of great things. Wow, Jawbreaker. A lot of great things going on. Wow.
Wow. I like the way you get so excited. You go, wow.
Well, I do. I mean, Lance Storm is just, and I know he works for the WWE now as a trainer, right? Is that true?
Yes, that's exactly right, JR.
Yeah, great hire for them.
He looks like what you expect a wrestler to look like.
Right.
He works like it too.
Do you get the feeling that the flipping of the bird has been overdone in this show?
No,
I do.
I don't think there's too much of it. I don't think it's possible to have too many of them.
I do.
Yeah. Well, that's
you in a wrestling match, you do it for a pop from the fans. If you have 20 of them, it doesn't work anymore. Come on, that's human nature.
Why
oh, he popped him off. Whoa, man, great. Ha ha. Second time, 20th time's like, ugh. It started from the first match. Dusty popped everybody the bird, which was kind of a cool thing because you never seen him do it. But now everybody's popping everybody the bird, flipping the bird, popping the bird.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sounded like you were stuck.
Felt that way, didn't it?
Popping the bird, flipping the
popping
bird,
the bird,
popping
flipping
the
the
bird,
bird,
flopping the bird, pip, pop, flip, flop.
Yep. Where's my dog? Hey, Bug. Oh, there you are.
I'm worried about you, Tony.
What's that?
I feel like you're getting a little, I don't know. You're not as sharp mentally as you once were.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't taken my Prevagen this morning yet there, Fred, Conrad.
Yeah. I think we need to get you that going as soon as we can.
Get you that going.
'Cause you might be dead.
By the time this show's over?
No, like right now.
I'm gonna be dead sometime.
I mean, it may have already happened is my concern.
Oh, so you may be, you're concerned that you could be talking to a cadaver here?
No, I need to know so I can text Taz and he can take your place here, much like he's going to on the Dynamite desk. That's exactly right, JR. He's been practicing.
Oh God. Look at this. Oh. Very cool. God almighty.
God almighty.
God almighty. It's good stuff, man. I'm enjoying this match.
That's a Southern phrase we haven't talked about. God almighty.
God almighty.
Man, my favorite hotel in Atlanta is already booked up next weekend. I can't stay there.
Why?
It's booked. It's solid.
Why don't you have your lawyer?
Have my lawyer?
Have your lawyer book your hotel room.
What are you talking about?
Have Mike Dawkins book your hotel room. Have him do something.
What?
You know what? We got this great match going on. We haven't, Francine didn't even get a camera shot in this show. Did not get, what the fuck?
She had heat.
Apparently so.
They're going with Don Marie. The Impact Players are your new tag team champions. And I got to tell you, I like them as champs. This worked for me. I'm a fan. By the way, it was written in the Observer. The crowd was still down because of the new Jack bump.
Mm.
You know, seeing a guy die really puts a damper on the rest of the show.
Mm-hmm. Well, how did they get rid of him?
Well, they scraped him up.
Is that what they did? They didn't have EMTs come and.
Oh, they didn't have that kind of budget.
Don Calais in the ring.
Don Calais, baby.
Give me the microphone.
Where you at on old Don Calais?
I'm for him.
I don't know why that tickles me, but it does.
That's a Mitch Hedberg thing.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Okay.
Club sandwiches.
That's right. Where are you on Frilly Toothpicks?
I'm for him.
You know, his stuff never gets old. You can listen to it and listen to it and listen to it.
And neither did he. He passed away way too soon. And we just recently had the anniversary of his passing, I think.
Oh, wow. Oh, you know who's coming to Atlanta?
Me next weekend.
Yeah, no, Bill Burr is too as well.
Oh man, I can't wait to not see that.
Yeah. You don't like Bill Burr?
Nah, it's fine. I'm not going to Atlanta to see it. I can't imagine much I'd go to Atlanta for. I only go to Atlanta out of whenever I feel like I've got a fucking obligation.
So
I can stay out of that. I will. I fucking hate it. Hate everything about it.
Well, look, it's not for everybody.
Traffic sucks.
Yeah. I have, where I live, I'm able to go to Hartsfield Jackson because I do every week without going through Atlanta.
Which is tremendous.
Yes, it is. And even though there's a little bit of traffic on the perimeter, it still beats going through downtown, which is a clusterfuck beyond clusterfucks. I mean, you go down through downtown Atlanta, traffic is backed up on 75, 85. And for some reason, some idiot put two major interstates merging through a major city downtown. And as you drive down there, the first thing you think about? Where's the coronavirus when you need it?
Oh, God. What's wrong with you?
Well, Don is doing a lot of monologuing here.
It's the worst, dude. This is the reason it was circling the drain a little bit.
Yeah.
So he, of course, is Don Calais, as you say, is the network executive. And he wants Rhino to be the hand-picked television champion, picked by the television network.
Right. So why don't you just go to the booker? He's trying to put some logic in all this.
It's funny you say that.
Rhino had a pretty good look, though, didn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Looks like a more puffed up, long-haired Taz.
That comment from Conrad Thompson.
What?
That I can't wait to tell him that on Wednesday.
What, that Rhino looked like a puffed up Taz?
Yes.
I'm just saying he's tall.
I'm gonna beeline to his ass on Tuesday at the meeting. No, I'm not. I'm afraid he'll hit me for something you say.
What did I say that was derogatory to Taz?
You know what's going to happen one of these days.
Look who it is. It's Paul Heyman. You said we should talk to the booker. That's a good idea. Look at you booking the show. Cause here's the booker.
Who's that?
It's Paul Heyman.
Oh my God. Look how skinny he was.
I'm listening to what you're saying. You're saying words.
I bet you are. I bet you are.
What?
So the booker says, I ain't booking that shit. And Don Calais says, yes, you are. Cause I run the network. And he says, I'm not, because you run a redneck TNN network. Oh, Stud Muffin will take you. I'll take care of this, Paulie. A lot of talking, a lot of posturing here, huh?
Yeah. Here he is to get his revenge on the network. Joel, squeeze my lemon till the juice runs down my leg. Gertner.
I didn't realize it, but I think Joel's got eyeshadow on here.
Joel was into, he was into that type of thing.
Wonder if you think it would suit me?
Yeah.
On camera, if I wear eyeshadow?
The earrings would really set it off too.
Super Crazy and Rhino in the finals. He's not just crazy. Oh, he's super crazy. That was fucking good. Over the referee onto the floor. That was good.
So there you see, this is your main event of the pay-per-view for the television title. I like the idea of their quote unquote secondary title getting a main event spot.
Yeah. It elevates it. At least it attempts to. So we weren't tracking the audio there, but what did Don Calais do? He just wanted to hand the title to Rhino?
Well, Paul Heyman's here, and they're going to argue about how Heyman or ECW should hate TNN.
Oh.
And Meltzer would say that's setting the stage because of the belief that they're being booted when the WWF deal comes in.
The WWF deal being that they're getting purchased by the WWF.
No. The WWF deal being that WWF had been on USA, but now and TNN wanted them, but couldn't get them because they were under contract to USA. So instead they do a deal with ECW. But then when WWF's deal is about to be up with USA, TNN throws their hat in the ring. Like they want WWE programming or WWF programming. And I'm sure ECW fans are like, wait a minute, you've already got a wrestling show. Why would you need two? And of course, TNN is grinning like, well, we don't.
Got it.
We wanted this one all along, but now that we can get it, we don't need you.
So what came as a result of the USA contract?
WWE wound up on TNN. ECW went out of business, was forced into bankruptcy, and Paul Heyman became a Raw commentator. No one else got their checks.
Including New Jack, who busted his brain up on top.
Right. I mean, but in fairness, New Jack probably got paid better than you think for this. I mean, you were saying he wasn't going to pay anything. That's not true. New Jack would have stabbed somebody if that was true. Are you excited about, I think it's coming up at the end of the month, the Dark Side of the Ring Part 2?
What is it about?
Well, the dark things that have happened in wrestling. I thought you would have heard about this. It was on Vice. We talked about it a lot last year.
I'm not excited about it.
Okay, great.
Sorry. I know the Vice guys are good guys, but I'm not excited about it.
All right. Well, they do the whole thing on New Jack. That's the reason I mentioned it, but you know, fuck me. I got it. No big deal.
Yep. Somebody was fucking CBS with that sign. See that?
March 24th. It's going to have a long segment. I think, I don't know, but I think it might even be 2 hours on the Chris Benoit story, but I know you won't watch that.
No, I won't. That is and Arn Anderson and I had a long talk, as we now do a lot. And we talked about how bad that was. And,
you probably didn't even know, right?
I'm sure it interests some people. I get it, but it's a horrible tragedy. And I'm not so sure, right on the foot. I'm not so sure horrible tragedies, especially when it hits so close to home with people you've known. I'm not sure if it's good TV. I'll just enjoy McMillions.
Well, it's over now.
Well, I saw the first three. How many were there? 4?
The last episode was this past weekend. I think 6 or 7.
Okay. I saw the first 3, maybe the first 4, but, and they are entertaining, but recapping what happened to Chris Benoit and Nancy and their son. No, I have no time for that, but good for them.
What about when Dino Bravo got shot in his recliner? Would you be interested in that?
No, good for them making money off somebody's tragic death. Oh, no, I have no interest in any of that. Anything else on the dark side of the ring?
Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. I'm really excited. Your old pal Jim Ross is the voice of it, and Chris Jericho, your other person at AEW, that is your Le Champion. He is heavily involved as well. So it's got everyone you work with all over it. Now that you spent 20 minutes shitting all over it.
I'm not shitting. See, I know what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work.
What? Tell the truth? You don't.
No, you're trying to you're trying to put it out there that I'm shitting on Ross and Jericho, which is not true.
You just did. You shit on them real hard.
No, did not.
Yeah.
Did not. You lie. You motherfucking lie.
No,
Put that on a t-shirt.
I'm a truth teller.
You motherfucking liar.
Truth teller.
LIE-HER.
They got one on the Brawl for All. You'll enjoy that one. They got one on Herb Abrams, which is crazy. They got one on Dino Bravo, which you don't want to see. They got one on the Road Warriors. You might not hate that. They got one on Jimmy Snuka. You won't want to see that. They got one on David Schultz. You may enjoy that. They got one on New Jack, which I think you would enjoy. And they got one on Chris Benoit and Owen Hart.
So, who came in here with the green mist?
That's Tajiri, you motherfucker.
Tajiri almost looked like Kaz Hayashi.
Oh my God.
It did for a minute.
Jesus. How have we not been sued by every Asian?
Well, it looked like Kaz Hayashi. It did. Kaz had those long sideburns like that.
Well, look, that's Taz right there in the middle, right? He needs to get in the tanning bed. Good thing he grew his hair out. Look who it is. Rob Van Dam. And look who's carrying him out. American males, American males, American males, American males, American males.
Scotty Riggs.
Scotty Riggs. Now, of course, Rob Van Dam, the most prolific television champion in ECW history, comes out with a foot in a boot and on crutches, but he came out riding the back and the shoulders of the former Scotty Riggs from WCW. I think they're calling him Scott Anton here. Great pal of the show, listens every week. Oh, and the crutch shatters into 1,000 pieces. Rhino has no time for it. Van Dam ducks it up and over, right through the table, face first. Couldn't have felt good on that foot. That did not go according to plan. How about Super Crazy setting up the big moonsault? 1, 2, 3. Super Crazy is your world television champion. That's going to get 1 star and 3/4. Meltzer's going to say the show went off the air 25 to 30 minutes early.
Wow.
And a big gore for Rob Van Dam for his troubles.
The show went off 25 to 30 minutes early.
Yeah. What didn't you get on that? You got on that?
I'm just think that's wow. I just wanted to emphasize that.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd.
Coming up next week, it's Uncensored 2000 here on WHW. The week after that, WrestleMania 14, where the Stone Cold era begins. The week after that, WrestleMania 6 on April 1st, which is a big show because it's your last WrestleMania. Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior in the Sky Dome. On April 8th, we're going to get in our Wayback Machine and watch World Championship Wrestling from April 8th, 1989. On April 15th, we'll do Spring Stampede 2000. On April 22nd, we're going to hit the April 24th, 1993 edition of WCW Saturday Night. And on April 29th, Backlash 2006, where God has a match. So we're looking forward to that.
I can't wait to see that one. I've heard so much about it. I have no idea. You know what, Conrad, as we're talking right here, right now, and I'm looking at the time, the match is over and they still got 5 more minutes of this thing.
Yeah. Well, you know what's coming. There he is. You forget Steve Corino was out here opening the show, talking shit to Sandman's wife. And then, Rhino came in and put her through the deal, and he has just splintered his cane over Rhino's head, swinging for the absolute fences. So our heroes remain in the ring. Sandman here with a shattered cane, Rob Van Dam with shattered crutches, the former Scotty Riggs, now Scotty Anton, getting the rub here, and the new world television champion, Super Crazy. Not medium crazy, not super duper crazy, just regular ass Super Crazy.
Yeah. He's not just crazy.
By the way, we should mention coming up next week here on the show, Uncensored 2000, it's the Artist taking on Psychosis for the Cruiserweight title, Norman Smiley and the Demon taking on Lenny Lane and Lane and Rave. And then a singles match. We've got Bam Bam and The Wall. Then we've got Brian Knobbs taking on 3 Count for the hardcore title. We've got a tag match with Kidman and Booker T taking on Harlem Heat 2000, which is a very fat Ahmed Johnson and Stevie Ray. Then we'll have Vampiro taking on Fit Finley in a Falls Count Anywhere match. The Harris Brothers taking on the Mama Lukes. Dustin Rhodes taking on Terry Funk in a bull rope match. Sting taking on the Total Package Lex Luger in a lumberjack match. Sid Vicious working with Jeff Jarrett for the World Heavyweight title. And then in a Yappa Pie Indian strap match, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. It all goes down right here next week on What Happened When. And that show actually happened on March 19th from Miami, Florida at the American Airlines Arena. So it'll be kind of fun to go back and look at something almost 20 years to the day, especially when it was WCW in the year 2000, where frankly, everything sucked a dick.
And that's why you're doing it. And that's why you pick out these, because you want me to go back and relive my misery.
That's not true, because I'm having you do WrestleMania 6 in 2 weeks after that. And you love that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're not always a bad guy. Although you just play one on TV.
Well, here's the thing. The bad shows we can have fun with. The good shows, what are we going to say? Man, this is great.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so good. Mm-hmm. You want us to poke fun and shit on stuff. So
yeah,
we picked a shitty ECW pay-per-view and tried to poke fun at it as much as we could, but it was just sort of there. This didn't feel like a major pay-per-view to me.
Oh man. Now they're going to go back and just show some of the stuff that happened during this. Oh boy, what a bump that was by that girl. Gee whiz.
Sandman's wife.
There's a nut shot, 1 of 100. Let's show somebody flip the bird, because there were 3,000 of those.
When was the last time you got hit in the nuts?
Oh my God. Long time ago.
Could we get you to get hit in the nuts soon?
No, you couldn't.
I'm going to send a text.
Why would you ask something like that?
Well, I want you to get hit in the nuts, man.
No, you don't want me to get hit in the nuts.
You don't know what I want.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Nobody wants anybody getting in the nuts.
I do.
If you got, no, you don't. What's wrong with you?
It's cool.
No, it's nothing cool about it. It may be cool for you to watch it and see someone flop around like a fish.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's not cool for the person who gets hit in the balls.
Well, I don't care about you. I care about me laughing at you.
You just want to be entertained, right?
Yeah. And
yeah, that's why you're going to watch this thing about Benoit and all that bad stuff, because you want to be entertained.
No, I want to learn about what the family member thought and what was going on. And listen, do you not know how entertainment works, buddy?
Yeah, I do.
You claim to love Batman, but yet you know the origin story where his parents were murdered, and yet you still want to follow his story. Why would you want to relive the tragedy of Batman's parents being murdered?
Well, it's not real, you son of a bitch.
Well, neither's wrestling.
Well, I'm not arguing with anymore. Nothing.
I want to know if Kevin Sullivan did it. Well, he's been barking this whole time in the background.
That was the bug. And now I've got to go do other things today.
You know the difference between the bug and Kevin Sullivan?
The bug has a leash.
Okay.
And the bug's taller than Kevin Sullivan when he stands on his hind legs.
Man, what's the deal with you body shaming everybody today? Like, if you're friends with Tony Schiavone, he's going to fuck with you about your height and or weight today.
I'm not.
And it ain't you're the tallest or most svelte motherfucker I ever seen.
No more weight shaming for me. No more. Stopping it right now.
Well, Jeff Jones is probably happy about that. Paul Heyman too. All these people that you claim to be friends, you're just being mean to. And everybody knows I would never be mean to my friends. Why do you feel the need to do that?
I don't know. Just one of those moods, but I won't ever do it. No more body shaming again.
Well, I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about Low Key Big Hog Weekend, but most importantly, I'm excited that you and I are going to be together next week. Rochester, New York City. Actually, it's not New York City. It's Rochester, New York. There's nothing going on there. You should be with us on St. Patrick's Day. Comedy at the Carlson. It'll be Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross. It's a Super Show Live. Go to supershowlive.com right now. It's a 9:00 start, meet and greet right before. So you get your pictures with Tony, you get your pictures with JR. They'll sign your shiz. It'll be a great time. And then some stories you can't hear anywhere else. Tickets are just $30-something. and they're on sale right now at supershowlive.com. And Tony, when I look at my clock, I realize it's about that time.
One fall, 10-minute time limit for the World Belly Bump Championship. It's Paul Heyman, Conrad Thompson, and Jeff Jones in a three-way belly bump. Oh my gosh, all three bellies collide. All three men are down. We may not have a champion. We'll have to tell you what happened next week. We're desperately out of time. See you next week on What Happened When on Westwood One. And every Monday, we are on
Patron. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.